Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for another Yen Press manga review. Welcome once again. Thank you so much to Yen Press for sending me this volume to review for you guys. You guys can check them out on the links down there below. You guys can find this first volume's link as well as where to buy it. Right Stuff is another company that you guys should consider. They do a great job, always have good deals, and you can probably find it at a reasonable price there in their website as well. Again, thank you again to Yen Press. I will be reviewing this one in complete. I'm very excited about this one, to be honest. It at the beginning, it was something that I was like, oh, maybe I should have not chosen this one. But at the end of the last chapter, I was amazed, and I'm actually now waiting for the second volume to be out. So we'll see when the second volume does release, and I'll try to review it for you guys as well. So guys, before anything, if you have not done so by now, subscribe to my channel. The next giveaway is coming this week, so make sure you don't miss it. Also, give some love to this video, comment, like, and share. Check out the links. Like I said, Yen Press is a great company, and they've been supporting and helping the anime and manga community for years, and they do a great job, not just with manga but also light novels. So check them out, give them some love in their website and in their social media as well. Why not? So okay, a little slight spoiler alert for you guys. So if you guys don't want this manga to be spoiled, there is a small alert for you guys. I won't give a lot of details because I want you guys to go check it out on your own. But I will talk a little bit about the beginning and the end of the volume, because there is quite of a contrast to it that if you're a reader like me and you don't like certain genres, you'll pick it up, you'll read the first chapter and say, okay, this is not for me. But I don't want you guys to do that, because this is actually a pretty good series. Now, I will say the rating on this one is for older teen. Typically, if you buy manga, you're gonna have the A for everyone, for all ages. Then you have the T, which is what most people like to read, is the teen manga. You get a lot of series on T's. But then you have the OT, older teen. This is not really seinen, which would be the M, the mature, but it's pushing it to that level, right? You have some scenes that are more I would say for an adult crowd, and then you have some scenes that are definitely for a younger crowd. So definitely there in the middle. You have to be warned. There is some obscene scenes that maybe you guys might consider skipping, maybe, I don't know, or not reading. I don't know. It depends what age you are. I know there's a young group of people that watch my videos here, so you guys have been warned. So the first episode starts with a guy magically being moved and accepted to this all-girls school. Yeah, so it starts kind of like a dream manga, right? And in this all-girls school, all these girls are so pretty and attractive, and they essentially all want to be with him, for the exception of a few. And these few girls that don't want to be with him, one of them is actually a girl that he's been in love with. Now, he is self-proclaiming. He knows for a fact that he is a huge perv, and he is fighting his urges to just go crazy with all these other girls because he wants to attract this one girl that is in the school. So kind of a crazy first episode. It goes on doing different stuff. In a nutshell, the first chapter really is based on him hurting his urges, but then finds out at the end that the reality to this school is that these girls are actually maidens that fight against these evil creatures that he thought were actually fake. He had heard of them, but always thought that it was just kind of legends or just stories from people that they said, and they were all fake. But in reality, these maidens actually fight them. They're deported to these places to fight these creatures and make sure no one is hurt. Obviously, they do lose people on the way because sometimes they don't get there on time. That's just what happens, right? So that's where I think it gets really good. These action parts of the volume of these girls killing these creatures, and I'll say the creatures are really well done. It's pretty good. Now the in between part of the volume, it gets better and better. We learn more about why and how they fight, how they get their powers, as well as what creates these creatures, essentially passions and weird desires that drive him to this, as well as why he is actually needed in the school. He's actually one of these creatures, and he has powers that can actually save these girls from going insane from using their own power. So he's actually a really important piece, and they had been looking for him for quite a bit. Now, what does this mean? It means that this guy essentially is the key to saving these girls from their own death. And we actually do find one girl from this first chapter that comes to an end of her life throughout the volume, and it's a shocker because series like this, especially when they're kind of like on the pervy side, you don't expect them to be so serious on their plot. Yet this one does an amazing job with their story. And I know what you guys are thinking. You're not reading it because of the plot. Now, this one, you can actually debate this really well. The story behind this volume is amazing. Now there is those scenes because the guy is a perv that you'll get here and there in every chapter. But at the same time, he is the key because of his desire and passion to be with these girls. He has become this creature like the other creatures, but he can use his power for the good and save these girls from insanity. Now, the main girl that you see here in the cover, she ends up not really trusting him. She doesn't really know how to deal with it. So essentially, they go on a date for her to kind of figure out if she does or not trust him, or if the school should even trust him or not. So they go on a date, they have their nice little date, and essentially at the end of the date, it all goes sour. And that's the end of the volume. Is essentially they meet this one creature and they fight it, and they defeat it, but fighting it, oh my gosh, it's basically a creature that skins people. So you can already imagine how many scenes we get of it skinning people, but also the piles of people's skins, and the creature itself using people's skins. You have to read it. It's an amazing part. Obviously, for those people who are like, why are you saying amazing? That's creepy. Yeah, it is creepy. It is weird. But that's what makes this manga a really good manga. I am, for those who've seen my videos, I am not always on the sure part of giving mangas higher than an 8. But I think this one really deserves an 8.5 right now. The first volume was really good. I think they're going to continue the story and do a great job. It reminds me so much of, in when it comes to the gore and the action, to like stuff like Tokyo Ghoul. Even then, like the insanity of the characters and stuff like that. That seinen side of it, but also you get that teen side of nothing's wrong. We're just kind of having fun in school in some chapters. So you get the best of both worlds, and put together, you get Slasher Maidens, and they did a great job. So thank you so much, Empress, again, for allowing me to review this for you guys. You guys can always check them out on my links below. Make sure you check those links. You guys will not be disappointed with this volume. I promise you. This one, from what I've read on the other stuff that I got, this is probably the best one. rarely say that from the beginning, but I know this is the best one. 8.5, it deserves it. Let me know if you've read it or if you're going to buy it or plan to read it in the comment section below. Give some love to the video, comment, like, and share. Go check out the links again. And guys, like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.